stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014. There's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Miami Dolphins. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's Carter on the read option, and he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Now Wilson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Wilson finding Crowder there. First down, New York. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game of their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. For Zach Wilson, you have to figure if you're going to be drafted number 2 overall, you better have a big arm, and he does not disappoint there.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
No problem there on the extra point, and it's now 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. 7 yards there and a first down. Tua going to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Here's Tua. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, a run with Carter. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got him bumped down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. Play action. It's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's a give to Carter. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. A throw to the flat for Carter. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this one is right through. So that was a season long. And since he's a rookie, I guess we can go ahead and call that a career long as well.
I love how you put that together because, you know, as everyone at home was saying, okay, has to be career, right? Since he's a rookie, well done by you. But I definitely like what I've seen from him so far this year. Very distinguished college career. He's looking right at home here in the NFL.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Gaskin. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A play fake for Gaskin. Now Tua. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. But we saw Tua Tagovailoa hit on some big ones in his college days to Henry Ruggs and Jerry Jeudy. And that left arm, pretty underrated in terms of strength.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to a field goal. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Wilson. He'll dump this off to Carter, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. action. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. Kelsey, a nice catch. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. Pretty sensational one-handed catch, and for a tight end, he's got really good hands.
One of the things that we've seen continue to develop is how hard guys work on making one-handed catches. Because back in the day, generation before, you never even practiced it because that was kind of being a hot dog, right? Nowadays, it's another way to make a play.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, switch gears. Charlie.
To throw is Wilson. It's Kelsey on the ground. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And his kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. This is Gaskin on the carry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin 1st down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Quick slant here to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st. They'll run now with Gaskin. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
To his throw there, taken in by Smith. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Vincent Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And just a yard to go here on second down.
Mike 42, Mike 42. I got him.
Here's Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Wilson and Moore there for a Jets first.
That's good for a Jets first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Myles Gaskin with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, if they're out there, we'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. On the option, here's Wilson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. You know, they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds?
And he told us, look, I'm a rookie. I'm waiting for the game to slow down, but it seems like he's processing things pretty well.
He certainly is. He's slowing the game down himself with his actions.
Here's 2nd and 10. Wilson. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Carter. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
55 is mine, guys. 55. That's right.
Wilson going to give to Carter on the option. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Going for it, it's Carter. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. Smith with a first down and more. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Play action, now it's Tua. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And again, it's Tagovailoa. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout. Now they try the right side here. Room to run for Gaskin. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Myles Gaskin with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now it's Crowder. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. Still going past the 30. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on. and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 76 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. It's complete to Fuller. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. From the 16, Tua. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
36, 36. Wide, get wide. Check.
Gaskin again on 2nd down. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Myles Gaskin. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6. They'll check this one down to Carter. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. On 1st down, Wilson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Three quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I got you. I got you. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Go. Hey, Grace don't travel. Why? What?
On second down, it's Carter. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Wilson hit, it's loose, it's out, fumble. Room to run past midfield. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. 30. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal. Another run with Gaskin. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Myles Gaskin, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. They'll give to Carter here on the option. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. On the catch, it's Crowder. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
They go quickly here out to Moore. That catch good for only a couple. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got it.
That's going to be caught by Carter. Touchdown, Jets. Michael Carter, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get too closer here on the fake extra point. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. And they give this time to the tailback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Here's Michael Pilardi now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.